Ever wondered how the body's intricate biochemical processes impact your health? Well, that's where the intrigue of clinical biochemistry comes into play. It's a fascinating field that explores the very essence of life, delving into the chemical processes within our bodies that keep us alive and well. At its core, clinical biochemistry is the study of biochemical mechanisms within the body. But it's not just about understanding these processes, it's about linking them to disease conditions. It's the detective work of deciphering how changes in these processes can lead to health problems. You see, our bodies are like incredibly complex machines, and each biochemical process is a cog in that machine. When one of these cogs malfunctions, it can throw the whole system out of balance. Just imagine, every cell in your body, from your brain cells to your skin cells, is a bustling metropolis of biochemical activity. Within each cell, thousands of biochemical reactions occur every second. These reactions are what allows us to think, move, and even breathe. But when these reactions go awry, it can lead to disease. That's where clinical biochemistry steps in, seeking to understand these malfunctions and how they can be corrected. Clinical biochemistry is like the bridge between the lab and the clinic. It takes the discoveries made in the lab about how molecules interact and function, and applies them in a clinical setting. This helps healthcare professionals diagnose and treat a vast array of conditions from diabetes to cancer, all with the ultimate goal of improving patient care. So, clinical biochemistry isn't just about molecules and reactions, it's about people. It's about understanding the very processes that allow us to live and how these can be harnessed to improve health and well-being. It's a field that marries the complexity of biochemistry with the practicality of medicine, creating a powerful tool in the fight against disease. Now that we've piqued your interest, let's delve deeper into the fascinating world of clinical biochemistry. Imagine the body as a bustling city with biochemical pathways as its busy highways. Now, what exactly are these biochemical pathways? In the simplest terms, these are the series of chemical reactions occurring within a cell. These reactions are coordinated and systematic, much like the busy traffic in a city. This uninterrupted flow of reactions is what keeps us alive, functioning, and healthy. Let's consider some common biochemical pathways. First up is glycolysis, the process of breaking down glucose, our primary source of energy. This process occurs in 10 steps, each orchestrated by a specific enzyme. The end result? 2 molecules of pyruvate, energy in the form of ATP, and reducing power in the form of NADH. This is like the delivery truck of our city, carrying the essential energy packets to the different parts of the body. Then we have the Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle. This cycle is a closed loop, much like a circular highway. It's the second stage of glucose metabolism, where the pyruvate molecules from glycolysis are further broken down. This cycle generates a significant amount of ATP, NADH, and FADH2, which are essentially the energy currency of our body. These biochemical pathways, while complex, are vital for our survival. They ensure that our cells have the necessary energy and raw materials to function. They help in growth, repair, and maintenance of the body. And when these pathways go awry, it can lead to diseases. For instance, an error in the glycolysis pathway could lead to diabetes, while a glitch in the Krebs cycle could cause a range of metabolic disorders. However, understanding these pathways isn't just about identifying potential problems. It's also about finding solutions. By studying these pathways, we can develop targeted treatments, design effective drugs, and even predict disease progression. So, while these pathways might seem daunting with their complexity and multitude of components, they are indeed fascinating. They are the lifeblood of our body, the highways in our bustling city. These pathways, though complex, are the keys to understanding health and disease. What happens when these biochemical highways face a traffic jam? Enter enzymes, our biochemical traffic controllers. Enzymes are, in essence, the powerhouses of our body's biochemistry. They're the diligent workers that ensure all our body's chemical reactions take place smoothly and efficiently. They're like the biochemical equivalent of a locksmith, uniquely shaped to fit and unlock specific reactions. Now, you might be wondering, how do these enzymes work? Well, they're catalysts. They speed up reactions by lowering the energy required for those reactions to occur. Without them, many of the reactions that sustain life would simply be too slow to meet the needs of our bodies. Let's take digestion as an example. The food we eat needs to be broken down into smaller molecules that our bodies can use. Enzymes in our digestive system, like amylase and protease, break down complex carbohydrates and proteins into simpler substances that our bodies can absorb and utilize. But enzymes don't just play a role in digestion. They're involved in all sorts of processes, from DNA replication to energy production. They're even involved in the detoxification of harmful substances in the body. However, what happens when these diligent workers are out of balance? Changes in enzyme activity can lead to disease states. For instance, a lack of the enzyme lactase leads to lactose intolerance, where individuals can't properly digest dairy products. On the other hand, an overactive enzyme could lead to conditions like hyperthyroidism, where the body's metabolism is in overdrive due to excessive thyroid hormone production. In fact, many drugs used in medicine today work by interacting with enzymes. Some drugs inhibit enzyme activity, slowing down specific reactions, while others enhance enzyme activity to speed up certain processes. As you can see, enzymes are the unsung heroes of our biochemical orchestra. They work tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that all our body's chemical reactions take place smoothly and efficiently. Without them, the symphony of life would descend into chaos. So next time you're enjoying a meal or simply taking a breath, spare a thought for these microscopic maestros. They truly are the conductors of life's biochemical symphony. Now imagine if our biochemical traffic controllers received wrong signals. This is where hormones come into play. Hormones are the body's chemical messengers, traveling through the bloodstream to tissues and organs. They are responsible for coordinating a myriad of bodily functions, from controlling our metabolism to guiding our growth and development. In essence, they act like the conductors of the body's biochemical orchestra, ensuring that each instrument plays its part at the right time and in the right way. But what happens when these conductors start giving wrong cues? Well, that's when we start to see a breakdown in our body's biochemical symphony. Take insulin, for instance, a hormone produced by the pancreas. Insulin plays a critical role in regulating our body's use of glucose, the primary source of energy for our cells. But if the pancreas starts to produce too little insulin, or if our cells become resistant to its effects, glucose can start to build up in the bloodstream, leading to diabetes. On the flip side, consider cortisol, our body's primary stress hormone. When we're in a stressful situation, cortisol helps to mobilize energy stores and prepare our body for a fight or flight response. But when cortisol levels remain high for a prolonged period, it can lead to a range of health problems, including weight gain, sleep disturbances, and even heart disease. These are just two examples of how hormonal imbalances can disrupt our body's biochemical pathways and lead to disease. But there are many others, from thyroid hormones that regulate our metabolism, to sex hormones that guide our reproductive processes, to growth hormones that control our development. The role of hormones in our body's biochemistry is truly vast and complex. Understanding these hormonal pathways and how they can go awry is a crucial part of clinical biochemistry. It helps us to diagnose and treat a wide range of diseases, and to develop new therapies that can help to restore the balance in our body's biochemical symphony. Hormones, tiny as they may be, wield a big stick in the realm of biochemistry. You must be wondering, how does all this tie into medicine? Well, clinical biochemistry is like a detective's magnifying glass, helping us to look closely at the body's chemical composition and function. It's the cornerstone of medical diagnosis and treatment. Imagine you're a doctor. A patient walks into your clinic presenting a confusing array of symptoms. It's like a jigsaw puzzle with 1,000 pieces. Where do you start? This is where clinical biochemistry steps in, providing clues to the body's inner workings. Let's take an example. A patient comes in with fatigue, weight loss, and increased thirst. You suspect diabetes. Now, clinical biochemistry gives you the tools to confirm your suspicion. You order a blood glucose test, which measures the amount of glucose or sugar in the patient's blood. If the glucose levels are high, it could indicate diabetes. Another common biochemical test is the lipid profile. This test measures different types of fats in your blood, like cholesterol. High levels of cholesterol can lead to heart disease. By understanding the biochemistry of lipids, doctors can prescribe the right diet or medication to bring these levels back to normal. Clinical biochemistry also helps in monitoring the progress of a disease or the effectiveness of a treatment. For instance, in patients undergoing chemotherapy, Regular biochemical tests can indicate if the treatment is working or if it needs to be adjusted. It's not just about diagnosing and treating diseases, though. Clinical biochemistry also plays a crucial role in preventive medicine. Routine biochemical tests like liver function tests or kidney function tests can identify potential problems before they become serious health issues. So, you see, clinical biochemistry is not just about test tubes and microscopes. It's about understanding the human body at a molecular level and using that knowledge to save lives. It's about turning the invisible into the visible, the unknown into the known. Clinical biochemistry, therefore, is an essential tool in modern medicine. It's the bridge that connects the dots between biochemistry and the real world of medicine. It's the key that unlocks the door to better health and well-being. As we step into the future, what does it hold for clinical biochemistry? It's a question that sparks curiosity and anticipation. The answer? A landscape brimming with possibilities. The future of clinical biochemistry is poised to revolutionize the way we understand and treat diseases. It's a future where personalized medicine is the norm, not the exception. Imagine a world where treatment strategies are tailor-made to match your unique genetic makeup. This is not far-fetched science fiction, but a tangible reality that clinical biochemistry is inching towards. Personalized medicine will leverage the power of genomic sequencing, allowing us to decode the intricacies of our DNA. With this information, we can predict the likelihood of developing certain diseases, understand how individuals might respond to medications, and design treatments that are highly effective and carry minimal side effects. It's about shifting the focus from a one-size-fits-all approach to a model that respects the individuality of each patient. But that's not all. The future of clinical biochemistry also holds promise in the area of biomarker discovery. Biomarkers are biological indicators that can help predict, diagnose, and monitor diseases. They're like the body's SOS signals, flagging potential health issues before they escalate into full-blown crises. The pursuit of new biomarkers could open up avenues for early detection of diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. Imagine being able to identify these conditions in their infancy when they are most treatable. Biomarker discovery could also pave the way for novel therapeutic targets, offering hope where previously there was none. As we stand on the brink of these exciting advancements, it's clear that the future of clinical biochemistry is a world of promise. It's a world where we're not just reacting to diseases, but proactively preventing them. It's a world where each patient is treated as an individual, not just a statistic. The future of clinical biochemistry is as exciting as it is promising. It's a future we can all look forward to, and one that is closer than we might think. We've taken a whirlwind tour of clinical biochemistry, but we're just scratching the surface. Our journey began with the intrigue of biochemistry, where we explored the complex and fascinating world of molecules and their interactions. This is the foundation of life as we know it, and it's in understanding these intricate details that we can truly appreciate the miracle of existence. We then delved into the biochemical pathways, the routes that molecules travel within our cells. These pathways, like a city's network of roads and highways, are essential for the smooth functioning of our biological systems. They facilitate the transport of nutrients, the elimination of waste, and everything in between. Our exploration continued with the role of enzymes, the diligent workers of our cells. These biological catalysts accelerate chemical reactions, making life's processes efficient and sustainable. Without enzymes, life as we know it would grind to a halt. We also discussed hormones and their crucial role in biochemistry. Like messengers, hormones carry instructions from one part of the body to another, regulating a diverse range of functions from growth and development to metabolism and mood. Next, we ventured into the realm of clinical biochemistry in medicine. Here we saw how understanding the biochemical processes within our bodies can help diagnose and treat diseases. From identifying metabolic disorders to developing targeted therapies, clinical biochemistry is a vital tool in the arsenal of modern medicine. And finally, we peeked into the future of clinical biochemistry. Advancements in technology and research are continually expanding our knowledge and capabilities, offering exciting prospects for improving human health and treating disease. As we've seen, clinical biochemistry is not just about molecules and reactions. It's about understanding life at its most fundamental level. It's about comprehending the language of our cells, deciphering the code that drives our existence. So next time you wonder about the miracle of life, remember the biochemical symphony playing within you.